Hi everyone, welcome to a Down Home Eating with Candace. Today I have my go-to meal that I usually get from IHOP, which is the chicken fajita omelets. And I request the strawberry, no, the New York cheesecake pancakes. So this is the omelet without all of the sour cream and all of that good stuff. Let me make sure I'm getting a good picture of her. Here you go. And let me open this for the pancake. Ah, okay. Double it up. Now this I've been eating. I can't eat plain pancakes from IHOP. I have to have my New York cheesecake. And as you can see the little bits of cheesecake drippings in each pancake. Yum. It comes with strawberries there. Put this bag here. Now the omelet comes with sour cream. Obviously, I have my own silverware syrup there. And the omelet comes with salsa too. And I don't know why they put ketchup in here, but I'm good. And this meal, I usually, sometimes I can eat it all if I'm really hungry, but we'll just see. And usually the pancakes come with whipped cream. They did not put it in the bag, which is fine. It's not a deal breaker. So look at this here. This. And I usually drizzle her around that. And then let's get the pancake. Now this video I want to definitely dive into the Housewives of Orange County, the OC. I saw it last night and I just want to touch base on it because it was good. It was good. Yeah, no, it was a hot mess good. And that's what we like. So I'm gonna put my salsa in here. Or better yet, can y'all even see it? Let me make sure you see it. Yeah, it's good. And the whipped cream and the sour cream here. Cause I like to dip, eat. All right. So before I start talking about them, let me take a couple of bites of the food and then we'll get into it. I got my notes because I did not want to forget anything about this episode, which was very good. So let me jump into this right quick. And these pancakes, oh my goodness. Now usually what I do is and let me let you guys see it. Mhm. I usually can call up there and place my order. And I called two IHOP places that are close to my house, and nobody picks up the phone. And then I said, "Mm, let me see about ordering online." Online, you're not able to do a lot of modifications. Like, it'll say, like, plain pancakes opposed to the New York cheesecake, or you want all sausage with a meal. So I end up going there. This is so good. This is the chicken fajita omelet bomb. I love this when I'm in the mood for eggs. It's the strawberry. So as soon as I get in the IHOP, there is a line out the door. So I'm like, oh great. Come to find out, when I spoke to the waitress or the server or whatever, two of the people were leaving for the day, and she was going to be the only waitress in the whole facility. I love this omelet. It's got bell peppers, onions, cheese. So, and she said she had started at 9:30, and she hadn't had a break by the time about what time did I get there? About 12:30. So we're gonna. So I felt sorry for her because she's the only person, and she was just complaining that they trying to hire people, but they don't want to pay them. So that's why a lot of people they don't want to work there because you got to make a good wage, so you can pay, some form of your bills, which I get. So, um, so I just sat down, got on my phone, and time was fine. Mm. So let's talk about the OC. This episode I'm talking about is on season 16, episode 4, and it's called Judge and Jury. I got my notes. Now, if you don't know the reality stars on this show, I'm gonna just give you all heads up on who carries the oranges because it's orange for what? Orange County. We got Shannon, we got Emily, Heather, Gina, Noella, which is a new cast member, and we got Dr. Jen. She's new. She's a plastic surgeon. Noella, she's a homemaker or a house, whatever, with one baby. She just found out in the episode, I think it's the same episode, that he's autistic, so he's on the spectrum. Um, and y'all know everybody else. And there's a friend to the show who is named Nicole, which that's Noella's friend, I believe. All right. So just to kind of give you a brief little synopsis, Shannon, she's got her business going, a small business, something with lemonades. I don't know exactly what it is. She's doing it from out of her home, so it's real small. So, but she's got orders. It looks like she got her daughter helping her, so that's good. Um, let's talk about Gina and Emily. Now, in this episode, they went out for dinner with their hubbies, which was cool. But Gina was telling her of the dinner or the lunch date that her and Shannon had went to, and Gina kind of not went off on her, but kind of put her in her tracks. Cause Shannon, I don't know what she be on. She be on some dumb crap, you know. Um, mm, wait a minute, I gotta concentrate on this one. On this pancake and omelet flopping together. But Gina, she told her, why why is it out your way to be kind to people? You should just you should just be kind to people. Which I felt on that one. Like, let me tell you something. If you don't like somebody, you just get along just to get along. Okay, just shut up and do it. Why would you have to broadcast? I'm doing my best to be kind to you. No, don't do that. Because now I can see all your Maybelline on your face. Okay? If you ain't somebody's friend, or don't try to broadcast and try to be their friend just for a show. Because that's what it seems like. I got my drink. Watermelon. Make sure. So, Gina, you did an excellent job on that. I love how Gina, with that New York, she say what it say and meant what it meant, even if she wrong. But in this right, she was right because that's what Shannon does. She manipulates it and tries to play the victim card too much. Like, look at yourself. Mm, this is so good. So enough of that. Next, we're gonna talk about Noella and Nicole. They went out to lunch. I guess it was at like some beachfront lunch place for brunch or whatever. First of all, they had no business going out in public because Noella had just found out that her husband, Sweet James, an attorney, had filed for divorce, but in Puerto Rico. And, y'all, he froze their bank account and credit card accounts. So right now she ain't got no money to pay whatever bills she do have to take care of for her and her son and her mama because the mama stay with them. Mm. Let me tell you something about that. When I heard that he froze the bank accounts and she has no money because she ain't never worked since she been with him, and all she was being with him for the perks, which any woman can do. So it don't make you any special, clearly. But just like I was telling my partner, this is what's wrong with rich women now that have the money. They put all their eggs in one basket, and when something jumps off, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got a job. They ain't got no income coming in from some other source. I mean, come on now. You with this dude for 10 some years. I don't know how long they've been together, but let's say they've been together 5 years plus. So he gonna give you the black card, okay? Which is cool. Thank you for the black card. Anytime he gives you some money, cash, something, you start moving it. And I don't mean viciously, like you come into like, oh, I'm gonna look out for myself. That. Let me tell you something. You better start moving that money, or because he was an attorney. Because when people are attorneys and stuff, they know about laws and they know how to finagle stuff. Oh, and they both owe very recently tax liens on their property in Puerto Rico, right? They owe two tax liens totaling in the amount of $5.8 million, right? Hmm. That ain't nothing to sneeze off of, right? I don't know what he was doing over there, and why weren't you paying your tax liens when you bought the place? And she didn't know anything about it, first of all. So he didn't tell her. That's weird. How you don't know that? Um, what else? I am. It just put things in perspective that women put too much, or not even women. People put too much trust in the person that they with, even though you're supposed to be their partner 110. Looking at her position, she's like, she's in La La Land. She was like still in love. We got a love dungeon, and um, he takes care of me, and he loves me so much. Really? If he loved you so much, why is he hiding so much? Hmm. So now she gets served papers, and the papers are not even been filed with the state of California. They were filed in Puerto Rico. So that means, oh my God, this is gonna be a tailspin, y'all. So that means he been planning this for a long time on how to do his exit. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets indicted for some stuff that's in California. I wouldn't be surprised that he was, embezzling money or, putting it on a offshore account so he's good. And then she wonders, like, he's not picking up his phone and they don't want to talk or whatever, right? But I would be on the next plane smoking to Puerto Rico, and I would go to that house and see what the hell is going on. Because it's my house, and I dare you to say I can't come up in this house. Children. I believe, which all the women interventions, whoever watched the episode, you can feel what I'm talking about. I believe he either got another family. He probably got a young tenderoni over there in Puerto Rico. Yes, got to put that on them. And he's ditching his wife that I don't know how long they've been married, but that is terrible. And she is just getting blindsided. And she's kind of, she ain't the brightest cookie. She just, something about her is she just put too much faith in his dumb butt and his smart butt because he doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore. So he's got his ducks in a row. Mm, I'm just saying. Mm, y'all, this is so good. I love their pancakes. It's like cake. They must put cake batter in it. I'm making a mess. I know. But that's all I'm gonna say about that for now. Now to the extra good part. So Shannon and Heather, they at Emily's party. She's throwing her husband a congratulations party for passing the bar. So everybody's over there. And Heather sends Shannon a lengthy text prior to the party about how she don't want to have nothing to do with her. I don't know what's your problem with me, But baby, um, stay away from my family and keep my name out your mouth. Basically, that's how I read it in my terms. So Shannon's like very adamant that she wants to talk to Heather so she can apologize and tell her story again. Blase, blase. You know what, Shannon? For somebody that's supposed to be trying to mend relationships, because it seems like every season she always got an issue with somebody. Hmm, always. Or she's jealous of what she sees or what she had. And she always try to break them down. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, one of the girls, um, I think the friend of the show, Nicole, she sued Heather's husband back in the days, like 20 some odd years ago, for botched, what is it? A botched boob job. But she said that he didn't do it. He was trying to do the correction of it, but it was a terrible job. So I mean, you can't make something perfect when it's been, you know what I mean, tampered with other surgeons. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be the way how you want it. Once you start messing with your body and having people doing surgeries and stuff, if they mess it up, it's hard to fix it. I don't care how good of a surgeon you is. It's hard to fix it. They might be able to fix it to your liking, but it ain't gonna be perfect the way how you would originally wanted it. So that's what kind of happened there. He fixed it, but I guess her attorneys were in her ear. Well, somebody was in her ear, and they got an attorney involved, and they filed suit on Dr. DeBro. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Um, for a botched job, boob job. Mm. Oh, good. But come to find out, she had dropped the lawsuit. But still, if you're a friend of the show and you know daggone well that that's Heather and her husband, you know them because I would have calmly just went to Heather and been like, "Hey, I think back in the days, I think I had a lawsuit with your husband. I'm not sure if that's the same man, but I would have played stupid. You know what I mean? I would have been like, I don't know if that's him, but I mean, we dropped the lawsuit, but I just don't want there to be any tension just in case you knew of it or whatever. I just want to, you know what I mean, start from a clean slate. If that is him, I would be willing to talk to him and just kind of get my perspective of what all happened and keep it moving. That's grown people shit right there. That's grown. We go straight to the head and we just put things on the table. So there is no animosity or you thinking I'm trying to hide anything. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what happened now with them two. But it got straightened out and hopefully it's water under the bridge, as they say. But, you know, you never know with these girls because they'll bring stuff right back up when they said they forgave them, and then they right back talking about the same crap. Excuse me. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute on these pancakes. I'm surprised I'm not full. Usually I don't finish everything. When I tell you these pancakes were so yeah, look at that, so in it. Hmm. So guys, what y'all think about the OC? Do you guys watch the OC? I've been watching since they first started, like Housewives. That was, they the OCs. I mean, they the OGs. Sorry. I watched the OC and I watched Atlanta, obviously, and I watched Potomac. I've been watching Potomac a little bit. I don't know too much what's going on, but you kind of get the gist of anything. It's almost like a soap opera. You watch like one episode and you kind of know what's going on. But yeah. And I used to watch New Jersey. But everything else, womp 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 womp. It don't really interest me. I don't watch New York. That's like that. I did start watching because Ebony was on now. I mean, I'm sorry. I can only, I only watch stuff when it kind of relates to who I am, and I want to be able to see myself when I'm looking at characters. Even though the OC doesn't have any black people in it, come to think about it at all. Hopefully they change it with the times, because I think all nationalities have the right to be on a show like that because every nationality has money. You know what I mean? They have a different world, a different perspective, a different way of how they're living. So I think, Bravo, they need to step it up and start adding in, Asian folks, Latino, not just in Miami. Because Miami does not just consist of Latinos. No, they don't. They consist of Latinos, Haitians, Cubans, Colombians. Down here in Miami is a mixing pot of people. So they need to start making, casts like that, so we can get all kind of different perspectives. Anyways, I'm rambling, but guys, thank you again for watching this video with me. This is probably gonna be my dinner for the night. And thanks again for staying tuned. Please like, subscribe, and click your notifications when I do drop the next video. Thanks again. And I will definitely, if you guys like this kind of content for me talking about the OC or any other shows, let me know. Comment below, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks again. Have a great one. Bye bye.